guys, welcome back to Making It with Dee. I'm Dee, and in today's video I am making a completely authentically New Zealand recipe called sticky buns. The recipe is to be found in this book by Annabelle Langbine, and I added a little twist to it as well. So if you want to see how that turns out, stay tuned, grab your aprons, turn on your ovens, and let's get baking. I have started by melting the butter in a pot. Now I'm going to add the milk and then the yeast and the sugar. So 2 cups of milk. Go. 2 cups of milk. Mix it in to combine. Next step is to check whether its temperature is right. That's about right. Should be about blood temperature, which I'm not sure I know exactly what that is, but I think it should be kind of lukewarm. To add the yeast and the sugar. I'll sprinkle the yeast over the top. And then adding the sugar. It looks to me like the yeast has been absorbed, and now we're getting ready for the next step. So the next step is to mix the flour and the salt together and then add the yeast mixture into that, and then you knead it. But because of my injury I won't be doing that today. I'm going to get my stand mixer to knead the dough until it's a proper dough consistency, and so we'll see if that works. So I will be adding the flour directly to the stand mixer. And that's a lot of flour. And now I'm going to add the yeast. Right, I have managed to smoke up my stand mixer. So I will call that a day, and I will remove the dough from here. It's not even hot. Now that the dough has had a chance to rise, double the size, I'm going to half it so that it's a more manageable size for me to work with, and I'm going to roll it out. Just roughly halving it in the bowl. That's about right. And let's put this one side. And so I'm going to roll it out into a rectangular shape, 60 by 30 roughly. I'm telling you roughly because I'm not going to be precise. That was really nice and soft, doing exactly what it needs to be doing. Right, now I'm going to spread some butter over this baby here. Okay, I'm just going to spread the butter over here. This will help the cinnamon sugar stick. So okay. Now that the butter's in, I am going to sprinkle cinnamon sugar all over this before I roll it up. And the next step is to roll this up, and I'm going to do it from the length and I've boxed myself in here. Let's just reorganize and get myself ready. Now, next steps. I'm going to cut this into 4 centimeter slices and place it in the baking tray, and I'll tell you the next steps after that. So now that it has had about 20 minutes to just expand a little bit, it's ready for the oven. I'm going to bake it in the oven at 220 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes, and then I'll be back. Guys, take a look at these beautiful cinnamon rolls that I have created. I'm very proud of the looks of it. Now, the recipe that I've been using is requires that maybe you just put a glaze over the top of this, because that's all is necessary. But I have the most beautiful topping that I made for a previous video. I saved the topping, which has the most delicious ingredients in here. So what we've got in here is espresso. We have got maple syrup, cream cheese, and quite a bit of sugar. So I'm going to use this as a topping for these cinnamon buns, and it'll just add some extra flavor. There's also pumpkin in here, actually. Let me not forget, we've got pumpkin in here too. So I will just spread this over the top generously, and then we'll do the taste test. And there we have it. Now, all that needs doing is the taste test. It's time for the taste test. I'm going to unfold it like so. The seed, oh look at that. There we go. Beautiful. That is really good. Am I gonna finish this and let you watch? Probably not. What I can say is that the dough is not quite as soft and fluffy as I had expected. Maybe just the outside layer is a little bit crispy. I don't mind it. I don't know that that's how it's supposed to be, but it's quite nice. The cinnamon sugar took really well, and obviously you can taste it. I think the thing that's giving the most flavor is actually the topping that doesn't go with this recipe. So, I mean, I love it. There's nothing wrong with it, and I'm perfectly happy with the results. But what I'm tasting most is the maple topping, the maple coffee topping, and that's not a bad thing. Thanks so much for hanging out here with me on Making It with Dee. Until next time, bye.